Yo, what's good in the hood? It's your boy, TWI, $T, Uncle Twist in the mix,
What's good? It's your boy Sincere, aka Sin, aka Sin Simma. Who got the keys to the Beamer?
You already know the boy get busy. You ask who is he? It's your boy Tizzy. Showtime. You already know what it is. Man Dem Podcast all day.
Follow the Man Dem Podcast at Man Dem Podcast. That's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Toronto West End, done. What's good? Episode 20 of the Man Dem Podcast. Tizzy, how you doing this lovely night that we're having?
I'm good, man. We got some mans under the weather, but it's all good. There must be a cold going around, you know? Shout out to Twist. Shout out to the boy Cujo Canucks Studio, Amex Studio 139. Welcome for locking in for another week. Got a few things to get into. We may get comfortable. I mean, we've implemented some new things. I hope you like it.
Some very lovely things.
China things, son.
Some very pleasing to the eye things, you know?
If you like what you see, man, shout out my big bro Murdoch. You know what I mean? You already know all day. We're going to talk about fans. We're going to talk about this Drake album, man. What I've never listened to. I'm staying true to my word. I'm firm on mine, yo.
You know what? I always find, like, every single week we have to, like, say R.I.P. or something, and, like, or just talk about some idiot things. Like, this is an idiot thing segment for the
city, not the city of Toronto as a general, but the climate and whatever is in everyone's fucking water or whatever is a constant irritant or whatever is provoking people in the city. That gets the idiot thing because, like, what was that fucking 10 shootings in one weekend?
10 shootings, 4 fatal. I guess
talking about the stabbings and shit either, right?
Yeah, we're just talking about the shootings strictly. Even that story with a road rage incident where I guess
the pedestrian.
Yeah, the woman came out of the car with a shotgun.
Why is that happening?
Why do you have like what is going? I don't even understand. Like for a city that you're not even supposed to have those type of things. It's not like Atlanta, like where they have those things on deck, like legally.
I mean, I want to say, man, like I feel like everybody's always been on some fuckery and some bullshit, but no one could tell me that ever since what happened, you know what I mean, south of the border, homeboy winning that presidency, like people aren't even becoming, like people aren't in the closet with their racism and their you know, their hatred towards things and people. Like I feel like it just trickled towards everywhere, like I've never heard a mosque get shot up in Quebec before. I mean, prior to, you know what I mean, like all this whole new wave of ignorance towards people who are different, that, you know, share different morals and ethics. And, you know, it's weird, man. And I feel like even when it comes to like some block politics, like certain things, you gotta know how to pick your battles. Like, I don't think everything needs to warrant, you know what I mean, like shell casings and, you know what I mean, people being identified into morgues. Like, we come from a generation where dudes used to get beat the fuck up and hold that shit. You used to beat the fuck up out of a nigga and he's at the hold, especially if you knew that, yo, like, I swung first and now I'm laid out. Like, you get clowned on by your crew, you dust yourself off, right? Now you're in a generation where everything is videotaped and documented. I don't want to see no brains on the sidewalk.
And
like, I grew up on that shit.
Yeah, speaking of that, some of our listeners might be familiar with a rapper named Smoke Dawg. His actual name is Javante Smart. He was 21. He was gunned down in front of Cube on a Saturday evening, 8 p.m., broad daylight.
You ever like paint that picture like where Cube is? Cause I think now they're gonna put a condo right where the parking lot used to be.
Cube was what,
across the street from Black Bull.
Is Queen Spadina?
No, so it's before Spadina. It's like Queen and where the Gap is.
Yeah.
And there's a Gap there. There's Cube. Across the street's Black Bull. We actually went there for your birthday one time.
Oh, okay,
Black Bull,
yeah.
right? And then you keep going down the street. There's like the Sephora, but like it's right there, bro. I mean, so it's hectic.
Along
it's like a block away from Spadina.
Yeah, so that's disheartening. Like if you're familiar with downtown in that area, it's very busy. So for somebody to get gunned down on that street at 8 p.m., that is brazen. And also along with his manager Ernest, Kosi, Modekwe. If I pronounced that wrong, my apologies.
Rest in peace to him. I met him in February at that Nomad closing. I'm pretty sure, pretty cool dude, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to both of them, and a woman, age 37.
Not been identified yet, but
so hopefully she's good.
Yeah.
But just the brazenness of these acts, it's getting out of hand. The trolling, the need to prove something to a bunch of like viewers that you don't even really connect with or know, but they just see a real life situation as entertainment.
Therefore, ergo makes them irrelevant.
Exactly. So you're killing people for what? Just so you could go in the bin to appease these people that don't give two fucks about you. At the end of the day, you're gonna be in the bin. They're not sending you no canteen or nothing like that. Like, what are you doing that for?
I just feel like the people that people are doing the most for to get their attention. Like, you gotta understand that people love you to hate you the next day. So, like, first of all, if anyone has a problem with me and you come up with, like, your boy with his phone trying to record that, like, I don't come from that generation, like, was this an episode of Punk'd? You really that mad at me that you took time to parallel park, pay for your parking, put your sticker on the windshield, you know what I mean? All that shit. And as you're walking up to me, tell you, boy, you hit record it? You know what I mean? Like, these things, they don't come off natural to me, you know what I mean? And, like, even when I saw that thing that happened to that kid, that XXX kid, like, I don't understand how a bunch of people are across the street filming that. It's almost like legit slumped over, like, gasping for their last breath. Like, the lack of knowing how to function within normal human circumstances is really irritating, because if that was you on the other end, you know what I mean, with a fighting chance to live, you don't want people being like, oh, world star or 6 buzz, even as they're recording you dying. Like, your life is nothing but a couple of 100,000 views, 20,000 views.
Exactly.
That's what someone's really chalking your life up to, like, to, like, get some kind of clout or, like, get some kind of, like, when they're posting the video footage on CP20, what the fuck? You're not a journalist. It's not breaking news.
That's not journalism. That's like, it was disheartening because somebody sent me the link. I thought it was just a story to the incident. When I clicked it and I saw, unfortunately, Smoke Dawg just on the ground, blood on the concrete.
Instagram and Facebook are to blame for that shit too, because
they should. You
can't give no fucking sensitive content warning and still have that shit there. Like, like, other than, like, I could be some fucking 11-year-old kid lying for just because I know I want to see some fucked up content, make up some fake credentials. I'm 18 years old, and this kind of shit I'm seeing.
Exactly.
Like, on Instagram, and you guys gotta chill on that, man. Like, you guys, like I said, the internet. Obviously, the internet in the grand scheme of things will never get governed. It's cool. I just say that because from the generation where all this weird shit that happens, you know, I can't really rock to and sign off on. But Facebook and Instagram do have the tools, resources, and, you know what I mean, the manpower and employees to fucking make sure that shit stops happening.
Exactly.
You know, like that's
the only thing with social media in that aspect is because once it gets posted, it's gonna take a while for somebody to sift through and delete it.
Will it?
I think so. Can
you find the video of Beyonce falling on the steps right now anywhere?
If I YouTube it, no, I'm sure somebody might have it on their hard drive or something.
Maybe because that's the powers that be, but nah. Which means therefore that you can airtight out. It's not like someone that, like, subtweeted somebody and then deleted it. And that's always there. Someone screenshot it kind of thing, right? Like, certain things, like the video content, like, take that shit down.
Because that was scary, just even hearing, I just heard a girl in the back saying, somebody call the ambulance, somebody call the ambulance. So, and then somebody was checking his vital signs. And it's like, the time you took to, I guess it was Snapchat, the time you took to snap him on the ground, it's like, yeah, you could have called the ambulance. I don't know if anybody else called the ambulance, but who cares? Just call for help. That's not like, it's not like you're snitching because you recorded the man on the ground as it is. Like, call the ambulance, call somebody. Like, if you have enough time to take out your phone for that. I don't know. That was disheartening. That was
Definitely, yeah. Want to say that I feel the same ever since the van attack, because that one bothered me. Just growing up, in the Rex and Metro housing, like in early 90s, like 93, 94. Like if you have any idea that like shit, you know what I mean? Like shit was crazy back then. So I get based off of my geography and based off of circumstances, society. That's where I was for a good portion of my life, and growing up in those kind of circumstances, they will desensitize you, seeing a degree of violence and stuff. But like knowing that so many people were just on lunch breaks and shit like that at work for that Young Street attack and saw something that will always be life changing. That shit bothers me. Just like anybody that could have been going to, whether that was a Reigning Champ pop up or a Gap or any store. I'm not gonna plug stores. No one's paying me to say the name of these stores, but like anyone could have been out shopping. It's a long weekend. It's 8:00 in the evening, for Christ's sakes. You still got transit running. The Eaton Center is still open. People are outside. You got to see someone laid out on the sidewalk, gunshots. Like people that's going about their day-to-days don't deserve to be going through that shit. And it happens. And I just want. And everyone to understand that when you get into that lifestyle of the streets and shit like that, there's things of respect you have to counter. It's not for you. And kids and women, that's off the books. But also like innocent bystanders, like just know your shit. You know what I mean? And like it is what it is. I'm not even promoting that life, but like be honest with yourself. Because there's a lot of people seeing things in the city that shouldn't see. A lot of good people. Because someone's lifestyle decisions and not knowing the ins and outs of the streets too much. And, people shouldn't be on Queen Street in such a busy, populated area. Like 2 blocks away from Much Music, 1 block away from friggin' Spadina and Queen, all them shops and stuff, right? Like, people need to do better, and also, just as you're saying with the trolling and stuff, like, even for me, like, it's hard knowing somebody. Like, I don't know this kid Smoke Dawg, so I can't speak on this particular situation. Came to my understanding though that he did shoot a rap music video, and you know what I mean. Apparently, it was on an area code that had nothing to do with him. But provoking people and stuff like that has and always will have consequences. You know what I mean? And we have to really start taking onus for our actions, instead of making excuses for people and stuff like that as well. So, if I'm here edging somebody on and stuff like that, and they open hand slap the shit out of me if they're like that, or, they feel like I've disrespected them or their family to a point where they see me on the road and they want to run me over, like, I have to look within myself and say something I did, provoke this person, whether in my world it's small or something like that, in their world they see that to a general degree. And, that's why you don't troll people. Like, you live your best life. You handle your business. You know what I mean? You know who what your circle is, and you stay confined within that. Like, you don't have to go clubbing all the fucking time, man. Like, what's in the club all the time? Like, everybody doing the most for no apparent reason other than the fact of, like, inclusion, validation, But
because even from this angle too, also just being a consumer of the music or like what you're intaking, a lot of the time, like I'm not personally just paying attention to what these guys are doing, the trolling, whatever. We're older, so we have different types of things we're paying attention to. But to see the youth pay attention to these things is consuming a lot of their time. The art, especially when it comes to hip hop. So we always respect. Yes, there's gangsters and certain characters in hip hop, but at the end of the day, we were just speaking about this earlier. They had an art to what they're doing. They respected the craft. And I'm not saying Smoke Dawg was not like a good rapper or anything like that. I'm not implying that. This is just a conversation.
Sounded pretty decent.
He actually
listened to 3 of his tracks after. Even with him and Mo G, I thought it was pretty hilarious.
But as far as just the trolling era, whatever, like, we took in these stories because they painted pictures that were vivid and there was some skill. Like, not the average person on the block could just pick up a mic and do what, like, Hove did or X or Nas or Mob or certain, you know what I mean?
G-Rap,
G-Rap, all the OGs. nowadays anything is acceptable. So it's like you're not even really paying attention to the music. It's more the lifestyle you're falling in love with, and then you're becoming desensitized to it now.
Here's a lyrics to that, and I'm gonna say that other than anybody named like or within the same realm as a Rhapsody, as a Kendrick, a Cole, a J-Rock, anyone that's spitting that real shit. Hip hop is not in a good place where the OGs prior could like go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Like G-Rap and those guys were comfortable passing it off to Big, Nas and those guys, right? Like the generation and the passing of the torches have been cool up until this point. You know what I mean? Because now you don't have any real respect for the art form itself. It's just word. I got internet connection. Like, okay, like buy like one of these joints, like a friggin' like a filter, like a pop filter. Oh, my boy can make, you know what I mean? Like, and then you do shit because the internet cuts out the middleman.
Yeah, it made it more convenient. It made it easier to do.
So you have all these fucking kids now. What are they rapping about? Absolutely fucking nothing. They're talking about their physical possessions that no one's taking in their fucking grave, right? And that's what these guys are really gauging things off of, what they see that's vanity and shit, right? The things of the clothes, the cars, the jewelry, you know what I mean? And like based off of whatever urban legend you may have ringing in the streets, that's what people are gauging things off of. Nothing of substance, right? Shit that looks cool, But everyone needs to take it back to a place where anybody that picked up a basketball back in the day had a basic understanding and appreciation and respect for Dr. James Naismith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you weren't trying to pick up a basketball just because it's the fucking thing to do. Like, you respected the art of something. You know what I mean?
Or for you to even be on the court, you have to have certain fundamentals in your game to even be able to hang on the court.
Like, our generation, like, this generation now, you can do things just for doing purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every kid I know that fell in love with hockey had a fucking tennis ball, a hard orange ball. You know what I mean? You fucking made makeshift fucking goal nets if you had to.
Yeah.
So it's like in the hood. If your parents can go to Canadian Tire or afford a portable rim, you took the fucking Beatrice milk cart and cut out the bottom. Right? But everyone had a Spalding. Everyone had a hockey stick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you say you play ball, you never own a Spalding. You know what I mean? You like hockey, you never had equipment. You mean like you rap, but what the fuck? Like, you never bought a J album. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what this is like.
You never counted bars.
Don't know how to.
You don't know how to count bars.
You know what I mean? So it's no respect for the artistry, and a lot of it now, because it's getting to a point where, okay, you guys thought it was cute at first, trolling, ha ha ha, a bunch of likes, you know what I mean, all that stuff, but getting your followers up. But now there's like repercussions to that shit now, right? Like, people are dropping like flies. Like the XXX kid, like, he changed his life around, but like, whether that is be wrong place, wrong time, karma, whatever the fuck is, right? Like, a lot of people are not giving him the born again shit that,
Yeah.
he tried again. I'm saying, okay, well, he used to fuck around with people, have long guns and videos, like, it's kind of caught up to you kind of thing.
And that's the thing, that image you portray, that's what you leave the world when you're gone. So when your family's mourning, unfortunately, your family has to deal with the reputation you left, and they know you as something different. And to me, that's like a double whammy. On top of your death, you're being slandered in the media. It's like, don't leave your loved ones in a position like that. Like, unfortunately, like, it's not worth it, because
but don't have them all here sounding naive, bro. As you say, because like just like, I don't know the XX and but like people within my hood that have dropped. Like, it sucks seeing someone's mom talking, oh my God, he's such a good kid. He's such a good kid. And this motherfucker done did his shit and all that, because you've been around the dude, right? Like, don't, like, for me, that's why, like, when, you come around me, my family, whatever, like, same with mine is the F words. I rock with my mom the same way.
Yeah.
Mine is the F words. I'm not going to say I'm going to cuss, like, F words around my mom, right? My pops, I do, though. You know what I mean? The only thing me and my pops don't do is blaze.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sit down, crack a corona, whatever. But, like, I never want to put my family in a situation where none of my actions on road or anything like that can have them here, like, worrying about defending myself. you make when the general consensus is summed up, yo, you never really knew your son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been mad transparent with my parents. I told my mom I used to sell drugs. You know what I mean? I did it at a point when minimum wage was $6.45. I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I told her that. You understand what I'm saying? On my own mouth. So if anyone else wants to come on road and feed my mom bullshit, she'd be like, yeah, you told me that. Check them for that. Right? The transparency is key. So you don't have your family out here talking about shit and man's on road slandering you, right? And all of a sudden things are coming to their revelations and, you know, for the first time, like, just live a good life, man, you know, so at the end of the day, people can, you know, speak about you in a high regard too, but also onus, that's what I want to get back to, because I don't want to hear people blaming OGs for these guys' actions. Like, have you ever tried to talk to someone in their 20s? And it's not like talking to us back in the day. The generation's different.
Yeah.
There's too much point to prove. There's no checking me, talking to me like you're better than me, and you know, you drive a Toyota, I push an Audi. Why are you talking to me? You know, it's like that Davies Peter Pan track he played for me.
Yeah.
That's what real life is right now. It is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bunch of kids that are not going to listen to the OGs unless their condos are bigger, their cars are bigger, they got more money and jewelry. Like, that's what these kids are basing shit on. You can't talk to me unless you look making the moves as me. Yeah. You're not taking the fact that, yo, this guy did 20 years in the bin. Why would someone do 20 years in the bin? He must have did some fucked up shit. You know? Yeah. Respect that, man. He's seen life from a different lens than you did. Now, who the fuck you talking to? Like, I've seen dudes try to talk to these kids. And, you know, like, don't point the blame now. Like, you can bring someone to the fountain of youth to show them all the fucking water in the world. Or you can hold their head down in the water, make them drink it. There's the water. You know, I already showed you the knowledge. Apply it if you want.
And it's crazy, too, because it feels like it's coming around like full circle again, because I feel like at our age, we understand the repercussions of probably portraying a certain life. Like when Pac died, the whole East Coast, West Coast thing. Mm. I always say Pac wasn't like a gangster, like what people probably think he is. If you know the story of Pac, he didn't grow up slanging and doing this type of shit. He was like, he was in art school. And
Chris Brown's acting like Pac a lot nowadays.
Yeah, like these guys are talented guys, but when they got into the industry or became rappers, it's like now all these negative things started following them. Now you're going to jail. Now you're getting shot. Now all this stuff happens.
Yeah, with Chris Brown, I say that because it's a Chris Brown. Like, you remember Chris Brown video running? Yeah. Now this guy's pyrude the fuck up. Whether that's for protection or the fact that he loves LA more Virginia, I don't know, right? But like,
And then it's like, so we saw the death. We saw the repercussions of what it was. Yeah. All the OGs like Snoop, Diddy, Jay, all of these guys had to take it in perspective after and be like, what are we doing? We've been rich this whole time and we're still dealing with this petty beef. Why are we even doing this? It didn't even make sense. It even got hyped up more so through media than anything. So they smartened up. It's crazy. But nowadays it's like it's happening all over again. So now Triple X dies. Smoke Dawg dies. It's like now hopefully it's unfortunate it has to unfold like this, but now you have to step back and be like, yo, is this trolling shit really worth it? Like, this is what's going to happen to me. I'm going to get recorded. Like, my last breath is going to be recorded and people are going to shit on me.
It's crazy that how we've evolved technology-wise, right? But back in the day, right? No Google on your phone, like no one's data. I'm talking about like 96 and shit, right? 96, 98, all that shit. And whatever these motherfuckers were rapping about, every single fucking bar was fact-checked.
Yeah,
You weren't saying that shit unless you did that shit.
Yeah.
We live in an internet era, bro. People get the news on their phone before they get to a TV now. How fucked up is that? You can just follow CP24 or CNN, whatever it is. You get the news to your phone, whether it's not even from the app, like, yo, based off of social media and people just, like, the internet's like that. Like, think about if September 11th, 2001 happened during Twitter.
I wasn't even going to go to school.
You know what I mean?
If I had that, I wasn't going to go to school.
But, like, think about if it broke like that, right? Like,
that would be nuts.
Like that. Right?
You'd see every angle, that would be disturbing.
Nowadays, we have the friggin' technology at our fingertips through all our multiple devices. And we have a bunch of fuckers just rapping about whatever the fuck they want. They don't do this shit. A lot of you guys don't do this shit.
Yeah.
It sounds good and it's just trendy to say what the fuck you want. Get in these videos, DSLR, rent a condo, Airbnb, get a bunch of girls naked. Like, all these rap videos are the fucking same. All you guys are doing the same thing. Show some creativity. Look at an old Busta video, old Luda video. Look at an old Missy video. You need to get some creative inspiration from somewhere. Old Hype Williams video. But you guys need to come up out of this thing and just rapping for the fuck you want. Because there's always going to be repercussions to shit.
And it's safer. If you're not really living that life, it's safer. Just be creative. Yeah. Find a lane. It's not hard. So, but anyways, like, rest in peace to the young individuals.
Smarten up, man. Everyone's
dying in
up.
these streets. And city of Toronto, like, yo, it's summertime. Let's do better. Like, there's a lot of things to do in the city. We don't have to resort to violence. It's getting ridiculous now. Like, let's be better. Let's be better. Let's not let certain people drive a narrative of our people, because that's what it is. Like, hopefully we're providing a platform where there's other options to help aid the Toronto and what we do. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to everybody.
Let's talk about some music, man. So humor some talk.
I shouldn't have sighed so much.
Get some food after.
Yeah. You need
to eat. Hungry out here.
To eat.
I'll say that on there.
I'm looking like Starving Marvin right now.
Where is that? Oh, the real one. No, we gotta say that. Right? You say that name, people might.
Yeah, the real. I'm looking like the Starving Marvin from South Park.
Yeah, no one that you guys might be out here. No.
And if you don't know Starving Marvin from South Park, I don't know.
Facts.
Anyways, Scorpion. Scorpion. I listened to both sides.
You did you? At least one of us did.
Yeah, one of us did.
Fun fact, it's my one piece I didn't listen to the album. Listen, man, I don't give a fuck how much money you have. I don't care, Jay Prince, Princess Diana. I don't give a fuck who told you that. As a man, right? Your regular blue-collar dude. Call my mom out by her fucking first name, right?
Yeah.
Call my dad a bitch. Let the whole world know that I have bad taste in women and, accidentally skeeted off in a porn star. Like, call my brethren that's, and a man's gonna tell me, oh yeah, by the way, don't respond. Even though you serve me up. Fuck that. Jay Prince, like, no disrespect, bro. You're the OG, but if you're a man and you're me, like, you let me do this.
Yeah.
Even though come to find out it was really just gonna be a loaded Kanye diss and nothing for Push. But with that being said, all I wanted to know is your state of mind. Just wanted an explanation. I knew lyrically you could not come back at Push. Push a Thanos up. Relax.
Push a Thanos.
For real talk, bro. The fuck was he doing? He's not Meek.
Yeah.
Everyone else he tried to get cute with. This is fucking Push, bro. Like, you bought a mic with his signature. You knew this guy's pedigree.
Yep. That was one of your favorite rappers.
Obviously, a couple of M's can cloud your judgment. Huh?
Yeah. So
I was told that with 25 tracks, zero explanation. And I've heard nothing but good things about his album, which is actually pissing me off. Because a part of me wants to listen to it. But I need to stand firm in my stance. Yeah. It's like how you motherfuckers even going to boycott the NBA.
Yeah.
Which bands won't do. NFL. No, bands want to boycott the NFL for all the politics of Kaepernick. Bands want to boycott the NBA because of the Golden State Warriors.
Bullshit. Right? They're going to still watch.
And depending on how the Lakers work. But I'm not going to listen to this Drake album ever unless I'm chilling with mans that are listening to it. Like, I'm in a space where I can't control the speaker.
Yeah.
Only because the rap fan in me, I've seen careers ended for less.
Yeah.
Where art thou, Ja Rule?
Rick Ross changed the game with that. Like,
he survived.
You can't even kill anybody in rap battles anymore. Really.
That's because Ross was doing a lot of the right things at the right time. Grinders Fifth coming at him, right? Because he dropped the Angels. He dropped the Angels verse. That's what got my respect.
Yeah,
the Angels verse, right? And then like his production was stepping up. He had the one with Gucci, MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Right. Then he had the one with Styles P, BMF. So his placements were crazy, and Diddy's fucking riding your coattail. Like, all the heavyweights were lining up with him. So 50's one provoking dude. But you got like the top echelon. You're getting verses from Jay. Come on, bro. Like,
yeah, the cheat code.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So he survived that. I think that changed it for a lot of people, because then He was smart because he dropped good music, like amazing.
And Fifth
music.
fucked up too by just making it about skits and trolling.
He made it like a joke. But then Ross
Fifth did kind of put Cam away for a bit. With funeral music.
Yeah, I still like the Curtis. 50 flipped it and then called his album Curtis. But I'm a Dipset fan, so I'm gonna be biased.
As a man, but
I'm
not gonna put Curtis over funeral.
But Cam ducked a little bit.
Would you put the Cam response over the Mace response that happened recently?
The Mace response?
Remember Mace jumped on that whole beat?
To diff Cam?
Yeah.
That was whatever. It was cool. It was cool for the moment, but I didn't care for it. I think we spoke about it.
You knew nothing was gonna come out of it?
Yeah, exactly. Which Cam said. He's like, this thing is gonna disappear anyways, in a week.
Bring it back full circle though. For reasons of the mentioned rap beefs and stuff, is the same reason why
yes.
I'm not gonna listen to the Scorpion album, and maybe you should have put this album out before and put his last album out now, but I heard it's really good, man, and a part of me's pissing me off. I feel like I gotta stand firm in my stance, right? Like,
here's my take. It's good. I don't know yet if I'm gonna say it's really good. It's good.
And let's leave some
it's listenable. So there's of course, everybody knows there's a side A, there's a side B. Side A is more of, I guess, the rapping part. To me, sequencing wise, like transitioning. I
saw a pic, of Drake, side A, of him just like in a wave cap, and side B is like in a bonnet. Like, they're trying to say that the different sides had different emotions.
Yeah. So side A was cool. Man. The transitions weren't, to me, the greatest.
Best track on side A.
I like the intro. Survival, because he kind of just gets right into it. It wasn't like a long, drawn out, like dramatic intro. He's kind of just like, okay, let me hint to what I'm gonna speak about. He talks about, of course, his son. He hints at that. I like Survival. Emotionless with that Mariah Carey sample. That track is hard.
Okay.
What else is good off?
I did hear the one with him and Jay. Flo played that.
Yeah, Talk Up. Shout out to our Talk Up podcast family out there. Like, yeah. I know, Crystal, you love that Talk Up track, especially Hope's on it too. Can't Take a Joke. I like the production. What's the track that Primo did again? Primo produced the track.
You got a Primo beat.
Yeah, Sandra Rose. Is it Sandra Rose? I believe it's Sandra Rose. No, sorry, it's 8 out of 10.
You guys trying to bait me into listening to this.
The 8 out of 10. I respect that out of Drake because he's a hip hop. Like, he's hip hop. Like, he really respects.
He grew up on hip hop. I'll give him that, regardless of the pen.
So the side A is cool. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just saying cool. Yeah. There wasn't anything like, oh my god, like there wasn't some spectacular.
What about that Mike Jack track?
Mike Jack? Oh, what's that one called again? Don't Matter to Me. It's there.
What do you mean?
I don't. To me, I don't know. The vibe of side B kind of fluctuates weird. The transitioning again, it's like really slow at the beginning.
It's weird, B. I hear Michael Jackson and meh.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be meh if it was like if he was alive here to actually be in the studio. Maybe it would sound a little better.
I mean, to his credit, that shit that he did with Aaliyah, that track he did,
yeah,
when he bought up all the rights, and that came out that year.
He did a track called After Dark with Static. You remember Static from what's it called, Playa?
Yeah. Cheers to you,
like that.
Lollipop. Come on,
yeah,
man. Of course I know.
With Static and Ty Dolla $ign. That track sounded. I like that track. Final Fantasy's good. In My Feelings is
Static.
Good.
Same dude that passed.
Yeah, same
dude that passed. He just had these verses on Stash?
I don't know where he's getting them, but...
Some Illuminati shit. I'm just going to go.
Well, he works with Wayne, remember?
True.
March 14th, he explains pretty much the whole situation with it.
This is what I keep hearing everyone talk about, In My Feelings.
In My Feelings is a good track.
Yeah, okay. That's what I keep hearing everybody...
The thing is, with this whole album, you could just tell Pusha fucked him up, meaning... he had to add things where probably he wasn't going to add it. certain things because he addresses the son situation to me too many times. Like too many times. Like Pusha,
and that wouldn't have happened because
exactly. And to me,
Thanos,
on side A, he's more so if he has any little subliminal shots or he's shooting at somebody, is yay. Because
as he should,
because he knows you can't touch. You can't touch Push. It's done.
How dare you put Ye in my verses? So selfish. Oh, yo, Bush wants all that smoke.
But I know Drizzy's mad because, of course, when he worked with him, he probably let him in on like his family life or whatever's going on, and then I guess his interpretation is Ye going to Push and be like.
I don't think that's not how it went. Apparently, A$AP Rocky used to sleep with the same girl I had.
Serious? I don't know. I heard on one of those tracks, Drake shouted him out or something. Said something about Rocky on there. So I don't know. I don't know.
A bunch of gossip.
I don't know, but pretty much, I'm keeping the same energy like how we really criticize Ye.
Out of 5, how much you give Scorpion? Out of 5, I'm taking it back to the source. I'm not saying out of 10. I feel like out of 10. You can be like real forgiving. Like you'll give something like a 7.
Yeah.
That, so out of 5.
3.
I rated like the source.
3.5 mics.
Back in the day, 3.5 was respectable.
It's a respectable album. It's not classic, so it's not 5.
3 and below was bad.
Okay, so yeah, 3.5.
3.5 was cool. Okay.
3.5 mics.
I respect you for that rating. I thought you were gonna like boost it.
No. Because to me some tracks, because it's a double album, he could have chopped some tracks out.
And shout out to the boy Drake, man. Like, kudos what you do for the city, but I come from the same rap origins as you, bro. I'm not gonna act stupid out here. Like, I'm a bigger Pusha fan than I am a Drake fan. Like, I'm a Drake appreciator because I live in Toronto, and I like the fact that Toronto to a lot is like the new Hollywood in regards to opportunity and entertainment and stuff. But I've been rocking with the Clips since funeral, bro.
Yeah, and Drake's not stupid. He might have something up his sleeve. He might just drop like a mixtape in like 2 months or something.
To do what?
I don't know.
Address Push?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He's not addressing that. That's done. It's done.
He saw what that can do.
Yeah.
Especially because this guy got Quentin in his pocket. Even when you watch an interview with Push, you can tell he's a jerk. He knew that Quentin would just be happy to be in his presence. So he did a couple tracks with him. Right, just to make him feel good.
Yeah.
And in that aspect, obviously you know he's not going to do nothing with it. Like, obviously he's not marketable enough. Like, okay, you can write 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands for a marketable dude, but you can't write shit for yourself. So Push knows whatever he does at you is not going to blow up.
Yeah.
First it might go as world star. So for him, it costs him nothing to give you a verse. And what's he getting in return? You're giving him all that OVO camping.
All the smoke.
Yeah, you're giving him all that intel. But, shout out to Drake for doing what you do. City loves you, man. I feel like you do no wrong as long as you're in Toronto.
Yeah.
And that's a gift and a curse.
And you know what? Of course, his numbers are, I don't know if he might have probably cracked a mil.
They said, East Africa, they changed the whole streaming aspect.
So his numbers are there. Like, this is my take, but he already cracked the numbers, so...
On the drop date, it said he's doing 10 million streams an hour.
Yeah, so my opinion might be irrelevant. And of course, he has tracks that are going to rock in the summer at the barbecues and stuff, at the parties. So he has singles, but as a collective album...
which all these ones are, so I do not come.
As a collective album, 3.5 mics, if that's how we're judging it. But, salute the boy Drizzy. We're going to hear you all summer anyway, so...
Yeah, man. So, definitely, man, city, do better. I mean, just
stop
everybody get
violence.
into a proper state of mind. And, this is a time that girls are in summer dresses. You don't have to be indoors hibernating because it's too cold for you punks that don't remember that you live in a country that has 4 seasons. Because every time the first snowfall, I always see motherfuckers on status and say, oh my God, there's snow outside. Really? You're gonna tell me the sky's outside too?
Exactly.
And there's dirt on the ground. Like, these are things I know, motherfucker. It snows in Canada.
Guess what? There's snow on the ground today. It'll be there tomorrow and probably the next day.
So enjoy the hot summer everyone's been advocating for, but don't make it hot in regards to violence and heat at moans. Everyone do better, man. Like, showing love costs you nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think that's a better way to live. Like, say hello to somebody. Like, make yourself resourceful. Like, go to sleep every night knowing you did something that was positive. You didn't jump in no one's pockets. You didn't rob nobody. You're not living malicious and having no ill will and malice in your heart towards people. That's making anybody, any individual or collective live in your head rent free. And my peace of mind and my feng shui is too fucking important to let anybody mess that up, man. Like, live your best life, everybody.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and for my last point on that too, because I see a lot of people commenting on news organizations wanting sound bites from other rappers or entertainers in the hip hop community. As you're holding them to a standard, meaning don't hop on and now you want to speak to rappers now when there's violence. Also for us too, Smoke Dawg, this is the most I ever heard about Smoke Dawg in my life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So if you are really about the arts and the culture and hip hop, shout these guys out all the time. Always retweet their music then. Like, I don't want to hear negative. Like, let's do positive. As Showtime just said, it costs nothing.
It's Biggie said,
to show love. You know what I mean?
Till somebody
kills you. Unfortunately, we don't want that to be the case. So show love to these young individuals. I know they don't listen all the time, but show them love and hopefully they take heed and hear us. So RIP to everybody in the city that passed, and condolences to their families, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Another week, another lovely podcast.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that was under the weather. Twist and me and Cujo will be back next week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Do what we could do. And you know what I mean? Everybody just hold it together. Stay up, stay strong. Toronto strong. Never forget that. And you know what I mean? Man Dem podcast all day.
Love and blessings to Toronto and the world.
Mm-hmm.